My mother always says I'm stupid in every social situation, even though I communicate well and normally with everyone. She controls me, preventing me from leaving the house. When I disobey her, she berates me terribly, venting all her frustration and blaming it on me. When I need her help, she always uses a grumpy face, an unpleasant, irritable voice, and finds every problem to scold me about. Imagine being sick and then being subjected to terrible insults, being called a burden instead of being taken to the doctor. This is a personal account of what I have experienced and am currently experiencing. And these are the analyses and methods I used to protect myself and continue living until now. Many parents hold deeply ingrained traditional views of patriarchal authority. When their children ask for favors, they see it as a favor they are bestowing. Resentment and belittling are their ways of reasserting their power and superior status, reminding their child of their dependence. When they constantly tell you that you're stupid in every communication situation, even though that's not actually the case, they're deliberately distorting the truth. The purpose of this behavior, whether unconscious or intentional, is to damage your self-esteem and make you doubt your own abilities. When you believe you are inadequate, you tend to fear social interaction and become more dependent on them. The act of limiting your exposure to the outside world is a form of isolation. Extremely controlling parents often fear losing power over their children. Your venturing out into society and building positive relationships is a threat to their control. They want to keep you within a safe zone they've defined for easier management. When you need them and ask for their help, they always use a grumpy face, an unpleasant and irritated tone of voice, and find every opportunity to scold you. This is the state of someone who doesn't really want to do something but agrees out of responsibility, obligation, or fear of being seen as selfish. The conflict between action, helping, and true desire, not wanting to do, creates internal repression, which manifests outwardly as a grumpy attitude and harsh words. Many people from the older generation grew up in harsh, deprived educational environments and rarely learned how to name or regulate their emotions. They are already overwhelmed by life pressures, financial worries, or health issues, and even a small request for help becomes the last straw. Because they don't know how to manage their emotions, they vent all their accumulated frustration and exhaustion on someone else, their children. When parents vent all their frustrations and blame you, you are being turned into a scapegoat in the family. Instead of facing life's pressures, helplessness, or their own failures, they choose the easiest way, shifting all responsibility onto you so they feel relieved and don't have to take blame. As mentioned above, because you are in a weaker position and unable to fight back, you become an ideal, emotional dumping ground. All their frustrations from work, society, or personal grievances are transformed into the most vicious insults directed at you. Children are often the safest target for parents to vent their negative emotions. They can't frown at their boss, colleagues, or neighbors for fear of consequences, but with their children, they implicitly understand that no matter how badly they treat them, the blood relationship is difficult to sever. This behavior is often referred to as toxic communication or passive-aggressive, at a severe level. When faced with this situation, the most important thing is to understand that their attitude reflects their toxic mindset, not your values. Attempting to explain or prove yourself right often yields no results and may even trigger greater anger from them. You are not to blame for your parents' exhaustion, and you deserve respect. Always maintain faith in your own abilities. Here are some ways to help protect your mental health. Build a psychological wall. Seeing through the truth, every time they belittle you, remind yourself. These words reflect their instability and frustration with their own lives, not the truth about me. Separating your self-worth from your parents' words will help you feel less hurt. The gray rock method. When they hurl insults or try to provoke you, respond in the most dull way possible. No crying, no arguing, no lengthy explanations. Simply reply briefly with, "Yes," or "I understand," in a calm tone. When they see that their insults don't provoke a strong emotional reaction from you, they will lessen their interest in attacking you. Protect your private world. Continue to maintain and develop social relationships quietly, online, through friends at school, work if possible. Don't share too much about your relationships or outside successes with your parents, as they might use it as an excuse to criticize or control you more. Plan for independence. This control can only completely end when you have financial independence and a place to live. Think of the present time as a period of accumulation, studying, working, saving money, to prepare for the day when you can make your own decisions about your life and move out if necessary.